Artemisia Gentileschi is my favorite historical painter, one of the earliest known feminists. She's known for portraying women as strong and capable, and for presenting the woman's side of popular stories, as I'll show you in this exhibition. Artemisia was born in Rome in 1593. She was the daughter of the well known Baroque painter Orazio Gentileschi. Having access to his instruction and studio was to her great benefit because women were not typically allowed to study art in those days. Orazio's painting style was heavily influenced by the famous Baroque painter Caravaggio, and so Artemisia's style was as well. But where Orazio's subjects are highly idealized, the way most Baroque subjects are, Artemisia's are naturalized, meaning she deliberately paints people to look human, and in the case of women, strong, rather than beautiful. Artemisia's championing of women in stories is already evident in her painting Susanna and the Elders, which she completed at age 17. In the story, a young girl, Susanna, is spied on by some of the town elders, who then attempt to blackmail her for sexual favors. Many tellers of the story make Susanna complicit in their scheme, as if she was deliberately tempting the older men and therefore asking for it. Most male painters who depicted the story took this stance as well. Just look at this example by Tintoretto, painted in 1555. Susanna is above the line of the wall, on view for all to see. Her vanity is accented by the mirror she is clearly using to admire herself. Contrast that against Artemisia's version, where Susanna is trying in vain to cover herself from the conspiring elders, obviously an unwilling participant. Just a year after completing this painting, Artemisia herself fell prey to unwanted sexual attention from her elders when she was raped by her tutor. This was a giant scandal because her father took the man to court, and during the trial, Artemisia endured literal torture by thumbscrews to verify her story was true. The tutor was banished from Rome as a result, but the sentence was never carried out, and Artemisia, humiliated, had to leave town to escape her reputation as a loose woman. In 1620, Artemisia completed her most famous work, Judith beheading Holofernes. This is an Old Testament story in which a Jewish widow from a besieged town crosses enemy lines, seduces the enemy general, and once he's asleep, beheads him with his own sword. In Artemisia's depiction, Judith and her handmaiden work together to hold down the giant man. The blood is spraying everywhere. It's even getting on Judith's dress, even though she's rolled up her sleeves and is leaning a little away from the spray. Compare this with Caravaggio's version. In this painting, Judith is pretty and delicate. Her handmaiden stands uselessly to the side. Caravaggio's version makes it look as if the job was just too easy. This is a perfect example of a woman's role being downplayed by the men who tell the stories. Artemisia made it her mission to portray women as heroic, and an extremely unpopular choice in the day. For the final painting in this presentation, I'm going to lean on Bridget Quinn's brilliant book, Broad Strokes: 15 Women Who Made Art and Made History, in that order. In it, Quinn discusses Artemisia's self-portrait as the allegory of painting. Allegories were exceptionally popular in Artemisia's day, and this particular painting is a reference to an earlier work by the illustrator Ripa. Artemisia incorporates all the important symbols: brushes held in the left hand, wielded by the right. Her necklace, like that of the allegory, has a mask for a charm, representing imitation, which is a painter's greatest aim. Her hair is tied back but not styled. After all, she's there to work, not to be looked at. The one critical detail Artemisia omitted from her version of the allegory: look at the allegory's face. As painting is considered a silent art, the allegory is wearing a gag, and nearly all depictions of this theme include it. Artemisia refused the gag. She refused to be silent. She painted women as heroes and included herself in the ranks. She was outspoken in a time when women had no voice. Because of this, though history books have tried to bury her, she continues to inspire women artists today. daring us all to be great. Thank you.